So live here with me is MJ Brown. We'll be talking about hidden pressure, managing fame, failure, and fallouts. He is an AR artist, an A&R artist, manager. He's also a producer, songwriter. This young man literally have a whole lot going on in his table. So thanks for joining, MG.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Thank you for having me on your show today, Signature TV. Always a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's true. I forgot you'd be here before.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the whole pressure, that comes with being a manager of an artist.
Yeah,
Tell me your journey.
it's a lot.
And
It's the first time I just started managing an artist. Let's say a month ago.
okay.
Zani Vibes, I'm her manager. I've been doing this music for a long time. I understand how it works.
Yeah.
I understand the technicalities. One of the biggest challenges, finance,
Okay.
or having a good record label or a good deal or facilitator that can help the artist get to the next level. I'm an artist, but I said to keep my music aside to manage Zani
Another
Vibes.
artist.
Yeah, another artist.
Yeah, Zani.
Yeah, Zani Vibes. Yeah, and it's not been easy, but being an artist manager, you have to make sure that the artist is at a certain level of mentality in music. Understands herself, understands her sound. You create value, help the artist create value, get shows, and also get endorsement deal. Like we're working on several contracts right now,
Okay.
and at least since I started managing her, she has done at least 2 shows now.
Okay.
3 shows rather. At Godfrey at school, took her there, made sure it was a success. Got a show at Ebonyi State beach party that was organized by MC Lord L and the CEO of Vintage Lounge rather. And then she had her own show, an evening with Zani at Vintage.
Yeah,
And coming up on the
told me
12th
about
of
that.
July is
Another
her
show.
second show of hers.
Wow.
Trails with Zani. It'll be at Latitude, 8
Okay.
p.m. So,
Quite impressive. So, but how do you balance protecting your artist's image with letting them express their true self?
they work hand in hand.
They work hand in hand.
Yeah, they work hand in hand.
You know, some artists have coconut head.
That is true. That is true. Some artists have coconut. That's why we choose the artist we manage. If it's going to be so much stress and pressure, I will not manage the artist. For me, I don't know for other managers, but I work with people that understand their purpose,
Okay.
understand their craft, is ready to work, disciplined. Because believe me, you can't be anywhere without discipline. That is why you see artists rise and fall suddenly, or rise to a certain point and boom, they break
Yeah.
off. Lack of discipline. So I check that because my reputation is on the line too.
Okay. So, have you ever had to pull an artist back from the edge of self-destruction due to fame, which is an artist have this whole envision, fantasy of how he or she wants to follow trend and be in the spotlight and all that.
Understand that being in the spotlight, following trend, and all these things are part of being an artist.
Okay.
Because you have to experience these things to understand what it entails to be an artist. You have to want the spotlight. You have to want to follow trend. It's fine to do all those things, but do it with wisdom.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my job as a manager is to help the artist understand the wisdom needed to do those things the right way.
Is it possible that an artist would do something that the manager have no idea about?
Yes.
Let's say, for instance, an artist, let's use the normal one, a sex tape popped up on social media, and of course you don't have an idea about that. All right. How do you handle that? In as much as we know that for that sex tape, it would grant that artist more fame, which is, oh, let's know who this artist is, let's even go and check what the music is like and all that. So how do you handle that?
I've not gotten to that level yet, but I feel like desperation to get fame make artists do crazy things, and unfortunately
Right.
there is no bad publicity. There is this saying that there is no bad publicity. Whether it is sex tape, whether you slap somebody or you do it, they are all part of fame. That is all, because you're going to be known either way.
Yeah.
But this is a trick.
Okay.
Check those that have done sex tape.
Yeah.
And watch their trajectory.
Okay.
It's not fluent. It gets to a point, it breaks. It gets to a point, they stop. It gets to a point, it gets stuck.
Really?
Yes. Check it.
I'm not. Did not get stuck at any point.
Give it time. When did she do it, Kwan? Give it time. It's crazy, yes. Just give it time. Give it time. You see the artists come. The truth is there. I don't see a reason why artists should do a sex tape to get to the spot. I don't see a reason.
Of course,
that thing has a repercussion.
They didn't plan it. I mean, it's possible that he or she was having fun, and never did he or she know that somebody would bring it up on socials or something.
If the person didn't plan it, maybe the mother nature will have mercy.
What do you mean by mother nature now?
No, you know, in life, for every action, there's an equal reaction. There's consequence for everything you do. You do it on purpose. You get what comes to you. But some people, yes, are careless, and it comes out there. You don't blame them. What you don't do is you hand over to the PR. I am AR, that is artist and repertoire. I'm in charge of the music, and I'm in charge of the artist creativity and the rest of it, shows and all. There's people they call PR. Those are the people that handle the public.
Okay. You
understand? They handle whatever thing that they see outside there.
Yeah, on social media.
So they are the ones who handle that sector. It's not my sector. I don't know what to do in that one when it comes to.
But you're going to be very disappointed.
I'm going to be very pissed off, not disappointed. Very, very pissed. Yes.
I like the fact that you're very natural. Yeah. All right. So let's take for instance, you're a manager that your artists do not give you your flowers. Like, you don't get enough appreciation for the work you do, and of course, let's say it's because of the love you have for this artist and your job. What exactly would you do in this situation? Okay,
this is how it goes. An artist and his or her manager has a contract binding them with the percentage and other things involved. And the manager is like, okay, I'm okay with this. The artist is like, I'm okay with this. They go on. The artist does his job, our job, the manager does his or her own job. When it comes to appreciation, for me, when I feel like, okay, I want more than what is in the contract, that means appreciate me, and I'm not happy, I cut the contract off and I go my way.
Really?
Yes.
Even though you love that person?
Loving someone in the sense of it is not enough. It has to be reciprocated.
Emphasis. It should be in quotes.
Yes.
It should actually be.
If I believe in you so much to give my all,
you
have to also believe in what I believe to appreciate me.
Okay.
Yeah. I've not gotten to that point. I just started this managing an artist.
Yeah.
I've been doing A&R.
Yeah.
I've done A&R for quite a lot of some artists. Write songs for them, help them build their craft, help them. When I'm in the studio, that's my job. I'm natural at that one.
Okay.
But managing an artist is of recent. I know it's going to be a hell of a ride, but I'm equipped because I've been preparing.
You're preparing yourself.
Yeah. You know they say prepare, so that when you get to that point where you're successful, the lazy ones will say it was luck that brought you there. So I always prepare myself. Yes.
So at a situation whereby, of course, we know Zani.
Yeah.
Let's say at a point, maybe Zani did not give you enough flowers. And I know how much you love Zani.
Yeah,
right?
Very well.
Exactly. Let's assume that Zani did not give you your flowers, your appreciation, of which is due yours. You would call it off.
I will first of all talk about it.
Okay, and if she's not seeing reasons with you,
can I call it off? Yeah. It's as simple as ABC.
All right. So tell us the pressure that managers face that we don't see at all.
It's a lot of pressures. I'm new, but I can see that managers face so much pressure in the fact that the artists, they are pushing. The artist is pushing and nothing is happening. It's painful. In short, There's a manager I know that an investor invested over 100 million on his artist, and nothing was happening.
Oh my God.
Short videos, pushed him to this one, do this one, and it's like we are marking time. He did not even recover up to 30 million of the 100 million he invested. So this thing frustrates the manager. Like, okay, this is why you see some people do the sex tape. Most of this sex tape that is released on purpose is planned by the artist and the manager.
Are you serious?
Yes, there is a possibility that it's planned. Because you now look, okay, we are trying this and it's not working. Let's try the other way now. We have been trying the good, let's try the bad.
I mean, if you can't beat them, you enjoy them.
You get it's possible. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, you can't override that one.
So aside that, what else?
You know, and basically finances, because okay, fine. Like Zani is an independent artist. You know, she was in a label, but the agreement or the contract expired and she did not want to renew.
Okay.
You know, so you know, getting finances for shows to push, because numbers are the important thing. Numbers very important. When they come to your Spotify, they see your numbers are going up. They can get you for shows that can pay you millions. You know, and we're not looking at, okay, now Zani is an artist that you can't push in Nigeria alone. Zani's audience is outside there.
Yeah,
talking about Sweden, talking about US and all those places. Now, for you to push her there, you need some kind of finances, heavy finance, to push the streams there and do all the content creating that comes with it and every other thing. So sometimes when there's no finance, it's frustrating. When I was an artist, when I was still doing music properly as an artist, I met a manager in Enugu to manage me, and she told me bluntly, if there is no finances, I can't manage you, because what are we going to use? You say water.
Wait, I want to ask a very tricky question now. Is it the artist that bring the finance, or the manager brings the finance?
The manager and the artist work together in this particular one.
Okay, so it's like
because we are working. Yes, we are working together.
Halfway, I come halfway.
Yeah, how far? Okay, how do we do this thing? This is our plan. Budget is 300k.
Okay.
We all put our heads on deck and start hustling to get the 300k for that show. Or okay, we want to promote. This is your EP now. We're looking at 500k. It's not left for anybody, the artist or the manager, because they will both lose their mind if it's left for any of them individually to sort out.
Yeah.
So we'll look for someone that can help with the finances, or we'll find a way to get the finances and push it. You know, check. There's this guy they call Donna One. He's the one that manages stems. If you listen to his interviews, you will know that there were times when it was difficult for Thames. You know, I met a lounge manager that knows Thames when she comes to their cafe to just drink water, calm water. You know, but there was the manager who believed in her, and there was no money, but there was the music, and there was belief, faith, and looking at the bigger picture. So they had to, okay, Thames saying, okay, this guy believes in me, okay, let's work
together.
And then Try Me came out after Rebel and the rest. Try Me came out, and from Try Me, you know, they were pushing Try Me. They shot the video for Try Me. You know, I have a feeling that maybe the manager must have looked for sponsors. Say, I believe in this girl. Listen to her song.
Yeah.
You know, we need 10 million to push and see how we can maybe even get a grant or a loan. You know, because of how much you believe in the artist. So the manager's efforts is always reliant on how much he or she believes in that artist.
Okay, and not the performance of the artist.
Yes, you have to believe in the artist. It all comes with the performance of the artist, the songs. You understand what the artist can do. Like Zani, I wish you were there at Vintage. You would have seen the way the crowd went crazy for her when she was singing, when she performed her song. She sang If He Ain't You by Alicia Keys. She just did that. She sang Lift Me Up by Rihanna. Almost everybody were there, were goosebumps was doing them.
Of course. You know, when I had a conversation with her, I actually knew that she literally has it.
Yes, she has it very well.
All right, so let me ask you more personal questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you ever feel your personal life suffer because of the demand of the job?
Everybody that has something doing, that takes their time, feel that way. But as a human being, as an adult, as a matured person, you must find a balance. It is always left for us to find a balance. Whether you are single and working or you're married and working, there must be a balance. That's what I went to the seminary school in secondary school. That's why when I went to the seminary school, the first thing they taught us there is agi quod agis. It's a Latin word for do the right thing at the right time. So let's say I'm married and I'm managing Zani and I have other jobs.
Okay.
Now I have to strike a balance. When I'm at home with my wife and kids, I am there with them. When I'm with Zani and we're doing music and trying to push, I am there for that purpose. When I'm at my work, maybe to do whatever it is I'm doing, I am there. And that discipline helps a lot in doing such.
So your core point is discipline and balance.
Yes. What you gain balance by discipline. Once you're a disciplined person, balance comes naturally to you. Okay, I have to do this way. Okay, this one has to do it because I'm here doing this one. Okay, this one is time for this one. Not when you're with your family, you are doing work.
Yeah.
That is when you start having issues. And marriage start ending. And you discover that, a part of your life just left months later.
And I mean, that's when more problems come because now you're thinking about, oh my God, but my personal life...
You just scattered. So you must find a balance and work with God. Most importantly, work with God. Yes. There's nothing God can't do.
Let's talk about the fallout part. A situation whereby the artists maybe went out of faith. All right, of course, you believe in that artist and your hard work. You're already telling me a story of somebody that's invested how many millions?
Over 100.
Exactly. Now, what exactly do you do? Do you forfeit that contract, or do you keep pushing?
I'll speak for myself.
All right.
I won't forfeit the contract. In this managing fame and failures and fallout, one of the things is to surround yourself, apart from having a good relationship with your God, that helps you a lot. Yes, when it comes to the aspect of the human side, surround yourself with people that believe in you. People that believe in you don't leave you when you are down.
Okay.
Because believing in you, they were there when you were small and you rose, and maybe something happened, you dropped. Because you have the right circle of people, they will be there. What for me, I won't leave. I won't cancel the contract. I won't go. We're in this together. It's not just my artist that failed. I failed. The fallout didn't happen to just her or him. It's also me. So we are all in this together. Now we go back to our drawing board and okay, what happened? How did we get to this place?
Yeah.
Do you understand? If it is a spiritual thing, we go and tackle it spiritually. Yes, we pray, we go to priest, Peter, anything we have to do
to get back to that spotlight.
That is not evil. We go to prayer and say, God, we don't know what happened. Please help us. Show us what we did wrong so that we can make it right. So it will not repeat itself again. We put heads together. Okay, maybe we were not giving our fans what they deserve. What should we have done that we neglected?
Maybe try a new strategy.
Just go back to the drawing board. I've seen artists do that and come back. Don't come my team.
I totally enjoyed this conversation. Our time is literally up.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, MJ Brown.
Thank you very much for having me, Queen.
It's our pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Save Nature TV. News in your pocket.